Move was the first mother. That
Mama, you telling?
I gotta see him.
You telling like that, Mama?
Duck was shopping in Chicago's upscale Gold Coast neighborhood. 2 cars pulled up. 4 masked shooters jumped out and ambushed him. They sprayed over 38 rounds, hitting Duck multiple times. He tried to fight back, pulling out his gun, but it jammed. In the end, he was left defenseless, bleeding out on the sidewalk in one of Chicago's...
I feel like that gotta be any nigga worst fear. Some niggas pull up on you, try to smoke you, and your shit jam. That shit would blow me to... I be in heaven looking down like, yo, what the... Alright, today we got Muwop from Old Block, you feel me? Allegedly King Von's top hitman. So we gonna dig a little bit into his life, see what he was really about.
I wasn't gonna rap at first, but I was around Von. Von was telling me like, man, you might as well start rapping. He can like, man, I don't know how to rap, man.
Nah, I never listened to his song a day in my life.
I don't do nothing with rap.
Muwop never planned on becoming a rapper.
Yeah.
He was just another kid growing up in Parkway Gardens, better known as O Block, on the south side of Chicago.
Muwop always been laid back as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie, kind of compare him to HK. Heck, man, from the Wick, man.
This nigga Tay Capone got a story for everything.
Cool, low, mild-tempered, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk
Cuz got a story from everybody that ever existed in Chicago. I don't know how he interacted with that many people, but he know everything about everybody and got a story with at least one time with them, everybody, bro.
Niggas who knocked his guys, like, you probably come around him and think he don't like to talk to niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you ain't one of his niggas, he don't talk to you, you know what I'm saying? But
that's like me.
He always been cool, calm, collected.
We pretty much the same, me and Muwop.
Too over the top and no shit like that, flamboyant, always chill.
But then King Von, one of his closest friends, started blowing up in the rap game. Von, who had also come from the same block, saw something in Muwop and pushed him to rap. He would tell him, Taingyun, man, you might as well start rapping. There's a way out. It was like Von was trying to pull him into a better life, out of the streets and into the studio. At first, it looked like a blessing. Von had...
I ain't gonna lie. This ain't no diss to Muwop. Like I just said, I never listened to a song a day in my life, so I don't even know how he raps. But this just a in general statement. It be like that. Like, he'll be a street nigga. He'll start blowing up in the rap game, and he'll try to influence all his friends to rap. But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes you know damn well, because you they friend, you know damn well their music is trash. You know them niggas can't rap for shit. So it ain't always... The friends don't always need to join in on the rapping, bro. Some could just say stay in the background, maybe be the manager or something. Everybody don't need to rap.
The blueprint. He had gone from being in and out of jail to signing with Lil Durk's OTF label, dropping hits like Crazy Story and Took Her to the O. Even though Von was making it in music, he was still deep in the streets. He didn't just rap about the beef and the violence. He lived it. The lines between being a rapper and being a gang member blurred. And Muwop was caught in that gray area too. Instead of fully stepping into the rap game, he became Von's right-hand man, his muscle, and according to the feds, his alleged hitman. Muwop was known in the streets before the music. He wasn't someone who just hung around for clout. He had a reputation. People feared him. And in Chicago, reputations like that come from one thing: bodies. The streets talk, and while nothing was ever officially proven, Muwop's name was tied to some serious stuff long before the cameras started rolling.
What was he tied to?
All that changed on August 4th, 2020, the day FBG Duck was murdered in broad daylight. Duck wasn't just another rapper.
Y'all remember that?
The biggest names coming out of the GD side, specifically from...
I ain't gonna lie. When you a rapper, this is necessary. I'm not gonna lie. It is necessary for you to... I'm not influencing nobody, have hitmen around them. But when you in that spotlight now, so you can't go in the drills, you can't doing the shit, you rich now. You feel me? You automatically gonna get caught, bro. They know you. They know your face, you feel me? They gonna watch your every move, paparazzi, popping out. So you gotta have people around you that's willing to do shit for you and willing to low-key die for you. Crash out low-key almost for you. You know what I'm saying?
STLEBT, which had been beefing with O Block for years.
Convicted 6 men for the murder of rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck, whose real name is Carlton Weekly, was shot and killed while shopping in the Gold Coast back in August 2020.
I'll sit and look at that video of that.
They wanted him bad, bro.
The main
that shit
got out the car and shot my son. Muwop was the first mother. That
Mama, you telling?
I gotta see him.
You telling like that, Mama?
He's going through enough, and that's what blows me, cause it ain't no winner.
So there ain't no damn. I'm not even surprised, because everybody in Chicago is becoming a rat nowadays. Not everybody, but there's a lot of rats coming out of Chicago. Like, I don't know what happened, How did y'all just switch from like the most gang culture city to like just so many rats coming out, like it just openly being it too? I don't get it.
Rap beef, it was real, with bodies on both sides. Duck had lost friends to the war, and so had Vaughn and Muop. Their beef was personal. On that August afternoon, Duck was shopping in Chicago's upscale Gold Coast neighborhood, a place where violence like this was almost unheard of. He was in Dolce & Gabbana shopping for his son when 2 cars pulled up. 4 masked shooters jumped out and ambushed him. They sprayed over 38 rounds, hitting Duck multiple times. He tried to fight back, pulling out his gun, but it jammed. In the end, he was left defenseless, bleeding out on the sidewalk in one of Chicago's wealthiest areas.
That's my worst fear. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that gotta be any nigga worst fear. Some niggas pull up on you trying to smoke you and your shit jammed. That shit would blow me to... I be in heaven looking down like, yo, what the freak, bro? There's no way that shit just happened to me. Your gun ain't jammed no other time.
The hit was brutal and
what
reckless.
You needed it.
The kind of thing people compared to mob hits from the 1930s. Broad daylight, masked shooters, an upscale location, and complete disregard for who was watching. It was meant to send a message. But here's where things got messy. While the streets were whispering about who might have been behind the hit, the feds were already building a case. They'd been watching O'Block closely, especially since the murder was so bold. Surveillance footage caught everything. The shooters leaving O'Block, getting into 2 cars, racing through the city, pulling up to Duck, and then heading straight back to O'Block after the job was done. But what made it worse was the self-snitching. Right after Duck's murder, O'Block members went on social media, practically bragging. C-Murder posted a picture throwing up gang signs, referencing King Von's lyrics. Muop jumped on tracks that seemed to hint at the murder. And then there was King Von. Just days after the hit, he went to Icebox Jewelers in Atlanta and bought custom O'Block chains for his crew.
Oh my God. That's why you can't do nothing with street niggas nowadays, bro. First of all, I know, the police was on their ass from the start. They followed them all the way home. You feel me? I seen something online the other day said they followed them all the way home. They knew that they had did it, but they just wanted to build a case. You could make sure they got everything correct before they actually arrested them. You can't street people always gotta brag about something. Damn, can we ever just keep it quiet, cuz? What happened to them days?
In the Icebox video, Vaughn talked about the meaning behind the chains. Some were for fallen O-Block members like Odie Perry, but Vaughn also hinted that certain chains were for people who had put in work, a way of rewarding loyalty. He didn't outright say it, but the timing spoke volumes. The chains came right after Duck's murder and people connected the dots. The feds did too. When they raided O'Block, they found handwritten notes in the cars used for Duck's murder, including C-Murder's phone number and social media handles. Photos surfaced of Muop and others posing with those same cars. It was a RICO case gift-wrapped. In October 2021, the feds moved in. Muop, along with 4 other O-Block members, C-Murder, Loss, Kenny Mack, and DQ, were arrested and charged with the murder of FBG Duck under a federal RICO indictment. It wasn't just about the murder. The feds were targeting the entire O-Block gang structure, using the case to try and dismantle it.
Like, did y'all really think y'all was gonna get away with that, though?
I didn't do nothing. Yeah, you didn't do nothing. Relax.
That's what everybody say, bro.
You guys with him?
I didn't do nothing.
We got back from work. Come here, man. Why you running? Why you running, man?
Yes, you are about to run.
Why you running? Huh?
I ain't run.
No, you didn't run? Keep walking. Keep walking. I know, that's fine.
Shaking my head.
Talk to him.
Get up.
Get up.
Hold on.
Get up.
Check his side, bro.
Yeah.
Like, where do
Gun
people,
right here.
Yeah, got
do
it.
we be using common sense?
Got it. Good.
Like,
Good. Good.
ain't going on it too. You should have used that. You should have just looked at the cops because you knew it was over with. That's what I would have did. I would have just got to looking at the cops, bro. Hey, I gotta get away. I'm move out the country, move to a different continent or something. Hi, because I know you cooked. Come on, this FBG Duck. This is King Von top op. It was already beef there. This ain't no random that he sent you in a hit to kill a random or something that he just, you know what I mean? No, this was a known rapper, King Von's top op. There ain't no getting away with it. You know they gonna be on that shit until they solve it. It ain't no. This ain't one of them petty bodies that get away with. Won't really
got
care.
arrested, he tried to play it cool, telling fans he was keeping his head high and that he'd be out soon. But the reality was grim. facing a RICO charge with a murder attached meant he was looking at life in prison.
Yeah.
And then rumors started swirling. People said Muap didn't even want to get out. Some claimed he felt safer in jail than on the streets.
Oh,
With
shit.
so many enemies and so much heat, getting released could be a death sentence.
Yeah.
The fall of Muap and the indictment of O'Block was like the end of an era. King Von was already dead, killed in Atlanta during a fight with Quando Rondo's crew just months after Duck's murder. Now Muap and the others were facing life. It felt like the streets were catching up with everyone. But the deeper question is why? Why was King Von, with millions in legal money, still so tied to the streets? Why did he allegedly put a $100,000 bounty on FBG Duck's head as the FBI's informants?
You could take somebody out the streets, but you can't take the street out of them, bro. If he, like, that, you gotta think, bro, he grew up in that shit his whole life. He been to jail a million times. He got a million mugshots. You know what I'm saying? So just because he get money and he blew up in the rap industry does not mean that he changed as a person. He's still thinking the same way. Like, he just not doing it himself now because it's, like, obvious. If he do it, it's going to be obvious. So he's just not doing it himself.
Why drag Muap and others into a murder plot when there was a clear path out? That's the tragic part of the Chicago drill scene. Even when you make it out, the streets don't let you go. The beefs run too deep.
I don't get it,
The loss
bro.
is too personal. For guys like Muap who grew up in that environment, it's more than just music. It's real life. And sometimes the loyalty to the block outweighs the opportunity to leave it behind. If Muap had focused solely on rap, who knows where he'd be now. He had the co-sign from King Von, ties to OTF, and the kind of street credibility that the drill scene values. He could have been another success story, but instead, he's sitting in a federal prison possibly for the rest of his life, all because of choices that seemed inevitable in a world where survival often means picking the streets over the studio.
That shit was not inevitable, bro. That shit was very inevitable, bro. You feel me? You could easily chose a different path, bro. Sometimes you just need to sit down by yourself and think, bro. Let's use our brains for a second. Let's stop going off emotions and impulses, bro. Let's sit down and use our brains like a real man for a second and think. Okay, will me going on this drill to kill FBG Duck really do anything positive for me? And I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Like, what is it going to get you a chain and $10,000, $20,000? You know what I'm saying? That's not going to do shit for you, especially when you're behind bars.
The cycle that keeps repeating, talented young men with a way out, but the streets won't let go. And for Muap, it's clear that the streets claimed him long before the feds did.
You feel me? And any young boy watching this need to just learn from this. That's what I need you to do. Just learn and don't make a dumbass decision like this, bro. When you got everything ahead of you, you got a future ahead of you. Even I don't even care. He had opportunity in front of him. He had King Von next to him. He had a cosign. He could have started rapping, all that, bro. But even if you don't have that, even if you got nothing, even if you just a regular bull in the hood, you still got opportunity. The fact that you're free right now is literally opportunity in front of your face. Because there's so many people that's not free. He's not free. He can't go get rich right now. He's in the jail. He's in prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just by you being free and out, you have an opportunity of a lifetime that a lot of people don't have or wish they had right now that they had before that they don't got no more. So you just need to take advantage of it, bro. Stop doing dumb shit, bro. Let's use our brains. Let's take full accountability, use our brains, bro.